Hello, students. I wanted to tell you how excited I am to be your teacher for the 2015-2016 school year. Since this school year started a little bit differently, especially for you, with me being on maternity leave, I wanted to go ahead and take this opportunity before I actually come to class to introduce myself and just to let you guys know a little bit about me before I get there. Okay, first I'd like to tell you a little bit about where I'm from. Growing up as a Navy brat, I'm from a little bit of everywhere, but mainly the East Coast. I was born in Charleston, South Carolina, and all of my extended family is located throughout North and South Carolina. So the Carolinas are home. But I spent most of my growing up years from kindergarten through 11th grade in Pennsylvania. I also went to Penn State for my undergraduate degree and completed my student teaching in Hershey, Pennsylvania. But in the middle of my junior year of high school, I moved to Arkansas. And in fact, I was the last class to graduate from what is now Lincoln Junior High School. That was the high school at the time. So that was all the way back in 2000, which makes this my 15th year out of high school and my 10th year of teaching, for those of you doing the math. I moved back to Arkansas with my husband, who happens to be a New Yorker, after living and teaching in Washington, D.C., and we've been here for over 9 years now, and so Arkansas is also home. So when people ask where I'm from, I feel like I have 3 main homes: South Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Arkansas. Something else you should know about me is just a little bit about my family. Students are going to be hearing stories about my babies all year long, and so I thought it would be good to put a face with those stories coming your way. First of all, y'all may know that my husband is also an English teacher. In fact, he's just 2 doors down the hall from me. Mr. Knapp and I met in an English class at Penn State. He teaches Pre-AP English 1 and Mythology, which is an English elective that you'll be able to take your sophomore, junior, or senior year. If you like mythology, you should definitely take the course. He loves mythology, and he's a fantastic teacher. We also have 3 boys. Jonah's 9, Finley is 6, and Emerson is 1. Jonah and Finley go to Willowbrook Elementary. Jonah's our little rule follower. He's determined. He's a self-motivated little football player. He's actually obsessed with football, and he has been since he was 4. He's been an avid Arizona Cardinals fan since then, too. And his dream, other than, of course, playing football for the Cardinals one day, is to meet his hero, Larry Fitzgerald. Oh, and by the way, this whole Arizona fan thing doesn't make my Giants-loving husband very happy. So during football season, we live in a divided house. Finley is our hilarious, strong-willed, march to the beat of his own drum little video gamer. And I'm going to have some hilarious stories about Finn. Just wait. He keeps us on our toes for sure. And then Emerson, he's our sweet little 1-year-old. He was the baby until a little over a month ago, so the poor kiddo was quickly dethroned as the baby. He's our little climber and into everything. Nothing is off limits for him. The kitchen table, the washer, dryer, the oven, he climbs into and onto everything. Those of you with toddler-age siblings, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then there's our little princess, Cordelia. The reason I've been on maternity leave, the beginning of the school year. Cordelia was born on August 13th, and her brothers are so excited to finally have a sister. And I'm also enjoying having another girl in the house and buying pink things and bows and all those things you can't do for boys. And here's just one more picture because I can't stop showing off my precious littles. Okay, and I'll stop. I thought I'd also tell you guys just a little bit about my interests other than, reading and writing. As an English teacher, of course, I love that. Those are my interests. But I thought I'd also tell you some other things that I enjoy. So for one, I'm one of those weirdos who like to run. I've run 1 full marathon. I ran the New York City Marathon, and then I've also run a half marathon in Dallas. And I'd really like to run the Bentonville Half Marathon in March. I also love road trips and traveling in general. If you guys look at the bottom left picture, guess who hates road trips? So that makes for some interesting trips. But really, I love just going places. I love going to the same place again and again. For example, we go to the same beach every year, but I also love exploring new places. The large picture there is a picture of me 3 summers ago in Ephesus, Turkey, and that's probably the farthest place I've traveled, and that was a pretty incredible trip. But my absolute favorite place to be is the beach. I am a water girl. In fact, most of my kids' names are watery names. Jonah, Finn, Cordelia means daughter of the sea. I love the beach. My husband and I love going to Anguilla in the Caribbean, and for a family vacation, our favorite place is at our family's beach house in Holden Beach, North Carolina. Some other likes and interests of mine are coffee. You're going to see me with a coffee cup in my hand for most of the school year. I love DIY projects and watching HGTV, especially the show Fixer Upper. I think Chip and Jo are so adorable. Not that I actually know them or anything. And as far as DIYing it goes, I love finding the projects and having my husband complete them. I'm the ideas girl, and then I get to delegate the actual work to Mr. Knapp. You guys can see the lovely table he built for me this summer. That was his latest project. Well, that's just a little bit about me. I hope you guys learned some interesting things, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you all face to face in November. Until then, bye guys.